the name of this? The octopus?
Octopus.
And this is the pussy juice.
That's gross. That's chicken.
And then the pancit.
There's your lunatic sister. Well, we gotta go to you? Yeah. Together we can make it happen? Is that what you're trying to point at? What's up?
Hi, Dor.
Oh, what's up? How you doing? What's up?
Welcome to our mansion.
I know, I like your mansion. Looks better than mine. Where's Crooked Neck? Oh, there it is.
There.
So how long did you live with your mom?
It's not really like consecutive years. I lived with her in the province for a year when I was in high school, and I go back again to grandma. And then when I started working, I stayed with her for a couple of months and go back to grandma. It's not really like consecutive 5 years now. Just a month and then go back to grandma again. I spend more time with grandma basically.
When did you learn English?
I used to learn English when I was a kid because grandma used to sell peanuts, sell anything on the street, and then people are buying from her, especially foreigners. So I learned little by little, and then I know how to speak English. Oi!
I didn't say, no you didn't. Got all the local kids here hanging out with me. See, I'm never lonely. You guys. Look at these clowns. You give them a camera and that's it. So what have I learned, hanging out with the squatters and whatnot? It's really interesting because they have their own laws, basically. Let's go. First off, let's start off with the kids, the children. There's actually a leader that runs, the kids and whatnot. He handles the money. He handles how the money gets distributed, amongst all the kids and whatnot, because there's only, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I would say 12 dwellings that are here, and there's one leader. And same with the women or the little girls. There's one leader, which I haven't got to videotape her because she's all over the place and she beats the hell out of some of these kids. But that's how I noticed, and I can see how the Filipinos, how they adapt to this kind of way of life, to where they become battle hardened in a way, because like Jeffrey Swift, a vlogger that I follow, had said in one of his vlogs, where he says, you know what, I was born in the Philippines and I always stand up for myself, and I gotta stand up for myself. And I can see where he got that, because if you're at the bottom of the food chain, it's like you gotta fight your way up, out of poverty, out of trying to get as many pesos as you can, just trying to get your steps over. I can see how that works. And it's funny, staying with the theme of the squatters, I also noticed that as you get older, you become more arrogant and ignorant. All of us do. When we get older, we start getting into that realm. And what I mean by that is that they still have that same mentality, but now they're still squatters, right? And like Dina, which is her mom, started getting into a fight with one of the older squatters because he's been here longer. They start drawing property lines, And if you get beyond those property lines, if you start messing, and you kind of think about it and you want to laugh about it, but it makes sense. But this is government land. It's nobody's land except for the governments. They don't own it, but they take ownership and they draw property lines. And if you cross it and you mess with it, you get death threats. And they'll break into your house, they'll steal everything you got, and they'll make your life a living hell. And so it starts as a kid. And then as it escalates, you know, you get stronger, you get better, you become better hustler or whatnot, and the next thing you know, you're the superior hustler because you've been here longer. And so if you're a new squatter trying to come in here and trying to get property or whatnot, you know, it's the best of the fittest kind of a deal. You know, you better be strong, tough-skinned, and ready, you know, because you will be threatened. And that's the way it goes. And as you can see, you always have like the stragglers right here. Hey, you. When the actual leader is over there playing with the whole group of kids. So, like, he's the one that asks me questions. They don't. He's the one that talks to me. He knows a little bit of English, and he wants to know my age. He wants to know where I'm from. He wants to know who I'm with. He's the one that everybody goes through. All the kids ask him questions, and then he comes directly to me and asks, and then he answers it for them. That's just the way it works here. It's a hierarchy. It's really interesting. But I get what Jeffrey Swift was saying in his vlog. I kind of get it now. Hey! Why don't you go get yourself some snacks? Go buy some chips for everybody, okay? All right? Go on. Go buy some chips, or go get candy for all you guys. Go. Go. Hey, when you get the deposit for the bottle, yours, okay? Get something. All right? All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, guys. I guess we're not going to make it to her grandmother's, so I'm going to be staying here, and we got a lot of beer to drink. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. And this is Ren Zero.
And this is Chix.
And we are
Sentai 7!
Hey,
That's a good question. You all right?
how do you feel now?
What do I feel now?
Yeah.
After all of that, how many red horses?
13.